Yo, yo, yo. What the deals? How we doing? How we doing? The wheel of life. What's up? It's cracking blood. Let me invite uh J-Bone. Fake. Fake hair. Nah, I'm just kidding. Anyway, what's going on? The Charlos are scared? What are they scared of? What are the Charlos scared of? Talk to me. Mark, I'm ready to squash the beef. Okay. How so? How so, senor? Ducking Resendez. Resendez was dope. Did you guys see the video I dropped? My recap? Just dropped it. Just dropped it. Fresh out the frying pan. Fly out the fryer. Fresh out the fryer. Where's everybody at? Where's everybody at? Mark, I was looking for David Reed's story and found your other channel. Oh. Which one? The Champion the Chump one? Yeah. I was doing that with my partner at first. And we kind of split. Just let me and dude have 5 minutes talk and you the voice of reason. You gonna cam up? Because he's not gonna do it unless you go on cam. I don't think you're gonna want to cam up, so. It's it's not active. I don't do anything on it, but yeah, it's the Champ and the Chump. A bunch of old videos on that too. A lot of interviews on that. A lot of me and my man Jeremy Williams were doing it. Still there, I believe. Caleb Plant, no power and gas out after 5th rounds. You got to be able to knock people out of 68. True that. Why do I have to cam up? Because that's what CJ's asking for, brother. Ain't my rules. It says. And if you cam up, Clarissa said she'll cam up. So we'll see both of yous. Not at the same time. And that's if she's even in here. You feel me? You guys peep my video I just dropped? Boxing go out the window at 168. Them guys going to walk you down. You got to have Larry Holmes' jab. Charlo's jab was a shotgun. It's up to what's his face. He's not going to want to do it. CJ. He won't do it. I think everybody wants to see you. See you. See what you're hiding. You're hiding something. We just don't know what it is. You hiding, is it just insecurity? Or is there something to be, something's hidden. It's either insecurity or it's an actual hiding something. Maybe your age or, I don't know. Well, then you should cam up. What's the big deal? Hide insecurity then maybe, which is fine. It's not, a lot of people don't like being on camera. That's okay, but say it at least, you know? What it do? What's up, True? H-Town. Viva Mexico, putos. No más Mexicans for white boy plant. Wanna bag on el toro. I don't know what that means. What up, Vaughn? Charlo fought a bum. Plant got old. Damn. Did you guys see the video I dropped? Life side. I bet 100 got 1,200 back. Let me have some of that. Why don't you make a fucking cash app power, a super chat? Spread some of that wealth since you're so good at picking. Round 1, sports talk. Drop the link. I don't know if I'm dropping any links just yet, my brother. I dropped it to J-Bone Capone. See if he comes in. Viva Mexico, cabrones! Viva la Mexico, cabrones! Nothing compares to a Mexican warrior. What about a Bulgarian warrior? What about a black warrior? What about a Filipino warrior? Nah, you didn't give the Mexican a shot. You were talking shit about Toro. Who the fuck is Toro? Oh, that's what they call Resendez, right? Nah, I didn't give him a shot. I didn't. To my defense, though, I didn't know nothing about him. Didn't know anything about him. Now I know. But even if I would have watched Resendez and got a little idea of who he was, I probably would have picked Plant anyway. It was a mix of Resendez being nice with it and Plant being apprehensive, a little off. I stand on my statement. Nothing compares to a Mexican warrior. Bulgarian got them hands. Me? I don't know about the rest of them. What up, Mo? Where you been, Mo? Damn, bro. I'm not killing nope. You know what's funny? I didn't get a notification either. Let me go into StreamYard and do another. Sometimes when I set up another one, it gives people the 30-minute noti. So that'll do it. Let's see. 30-minute noti. What time are we now? 12. Let's say 15. So I'll do 10:30. So in about, oh no, wait. 10:45. 10:40. 10:40. 10:45. All right. So we'll do that. And then that hopefully will give people a noti in about 3 minutes and they'll see. Because that's some bullshit. Yeah, Toro. Yeah, I realize that now. Marco Boxing backup account. Huh? Oh, you're talking about Instagram. Yeah, because these dudes, you could lose your account. So I'm building both. So it's like if I lose one, the other one's strong. You never know. He's Mexican, so you should know Mexican. They better stay away from him, Billy. That's not how you spell it, but I got you. I don't think Billy's that nice with it. What's cracking, blood? Just FYI, if I'm not in the chat, it's usually because I didn't get the noti. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do. I can send a couple pigeons out, put a little note on their foot. I skipped your comment. Is Johnny hopping on? I don't know. His invitation has been sent. You never know with Johnny. That hairline requires a lot of maintenance. Johnny is in ATL filming content with Norman's probably busy. Maybe. Damn, Yayan. Yayan. So, RL, I think Jermell Charlo has the best jab in boxing right now. Maybe. Edwin going to upset Davis this weekend. Free advice. I've been did saying that, Will. I'm with you on that one. One fight, we're giving him best jab now? Y'all dudes don't rude Marco hard enough. I'm here with no notification. Khalil Cole is better than Charlo. Stop living in the past. Well, Charlo just looked really good, right? So that got people kind of amped up. Did you feel me? Khalil Cole jab is better than Charlo's. Charlo is a bloated drunk. Damn. PBC should be ashamed of putting him. Nah, you look good. You look good, though. What you mean? Now we got to see the competition step up, but he looked good. Billy ain't the best boxer, but is in Billy. That I think Bud has the best jab. Yeah, maybe. Mo sniffing paint. Charlo ducking Resendez now. Shit. I wouldn't fight Resendez either. Ain't no money there. Just danger and no money? For what? Charlo was exhausted by the fourth. He looked like shit. What you mean? Feliciano is the one to look out for. All right, Badger. Did you guys see my video I dropped? I'll drop it when a little more people come in here. I'm just not a race baiter. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, you guys heard about Mike McCallum, right? Mo? Happy Sunday. Why'd you, first of all, appreciate you, Dwayne, but why'd you just subscribe now? For what? The title and the credit be the... Charlo looked strong, but also looked like he can't get away from punches very well. Nah, I disagree. I think he looked good. I mean, he got hit a couple times, but I don't think he cared what was coming at him because you already hurt the guy. So when you already drop him, you're like, I'll take a couple of his because mine are going to do damage. I've already proven that. You get what I'm saying? So I think that was a little reason why he was being a little less defensively aware. Yes, LaManna is there to get hit all night. Charlo probably has the most damaging job. I mean, it looked crazy, but again, one fight against a guy who, no disrespect to him, is not a top contender. Yeah, man. I dropped the video about him today. I'm glad you're here. Now, Dwayne, where are you from again? Remind me. He got hit hard once. Once. If CJ was here, he would know what that means. You saw the videos on the FB and IG algorithm. Yeah, my IG is going crazy. For almost a year now, I'm getting millions and millions of views. I'm getting anywhere from 4 to 11 million views a month. I had a slow couple. For me, I was about 2 million last month and the month before, and that's slow. I'm ducking Murta. Virginia. Oh, the as they call it, the DMV. All right. Plant is 0-3 with the wet. Ooh. Ooh, I'm not saying that. Bailey, what's up? Plant wasn't in boxing condition. He did look like Plant had nothing. He didn't look good. But how do we know that's not because of the style and the damage he was taking? Charlo didn't look sluggish to me. I only saw the highlights, though. Now, this is normally a fight I would watch in its entirety, but I went to the movies, the Knick game. I had other shit going on, so I couldn't see it live. Yucky forgetting Roy, Jones, Brian Hopkins, James Toney, the Crusher, Andre Ward, all them punching hard, kind of take a back seat. Boots versus Jamel. Why are you comparing all these greats to Charlo? Is that what you're doing? I'm confused. Nah, Boots is too small. He's not too small, but he's not going to jump up 2 weight classes. Yes, sir. Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV. It's okay, Mark. You can say it. We not crybabies. I don't know. People will take that shit, chop it up. Suddenly it'll have me saying it over and over again. I don't see how people saying he looked. I don't see it either. Watch the whole fight. Charlo looked like shit. E-Rock about to take Strange. Alberto came in here wanting to do the 5-minute thing with you, but he won't cam up. So Charlo would catch Plant. Plant always fades and ends up fighting close. Jamel 154. Oh, you're talking about that one. I just saw the IG short. You will be happy I used your short to give examples of similes and metaphors to students I tutor in English. Oh, Badger. First question is, what language do they speak that you're tutoring them? Second question is, you like a private tutor? Do you do it in a school setting? Do you work for a company? And third, not a statement, I appreciate you, man. I'm kind of nice with I never really, Bud would KO Jamel, but that's why he'll fight now. You're confused. Ain't too much boxing. 168, one punch can end you. His footwork was slow. Yeah, Alberto and CJ, what we doing? Alberto's not going to cam up, so. Marco, when you go and do the raffle for the gloves, we got to get 30 to 40. That's, my minimum is 30 entries. And obviously, we just started that raffle. We're only at 5. So, we need another 25. Yeah, but we just started. So, it's generally about a week it takes. Charlo looks sharp after a long time off. Yeah, he looked good. I thought he looked good, man. Chicken Bomberto is still bitch made. Like Nate Diaz said, I'm not fucking surprised. Damn. Bud, footwork slower than normal. Private tutor, inner city kids who struggle with learning. Oh. Dope. What city were you located? That's great, man. That's a great job to have. It's very helping the community. Plant the good boxer, but you got to have power at 168. I liked what you said about something about a mug during Charlo cornflake break. Yeah, cracked his mug. Cracking mugs like a clumsy IHOP waitress. Plant eroded a lot since the Macumbi fight. I mean, really? One fight? You think he's eroded? What up, Ruff? Or should I say Iron Mizike? Ex-girlfriend line. Oh, yeah. I'll play it in a second if you guys want me to play the recap of last night's fights. Jamal Charlo always had heavy feet. That's why his punches are heavy. Okay. Don't know. Charlo needs that snack pack. Damn. I'm not comparing them to Charlo. I'm saying you got to be able to hit hard. I assume you're trying to say 168. Yeah. Plant didn't get a great KO versus Macumbi and Durrell. That's what I'm saying. Private tutors are needed and are expensive, costing me over 9K a year for my 10-year-old. Wow. That's a lot. But if it helps, it helps. I put my son in something called Kumon. Because, see, they've really changed the criteria for school since I was a kid. They got you in kindergarten learning. First grade, like kindergarten, you're learning. I remember when we were in kindergarten, we just played. We didn't learn shit. Maybe ABC, but nothing, you know what I mean? So some kids just don't develop as fast. So my son was behind a little bit. Now he's totally fine. And I knew he would be. Just some kids, because I knew, some kids are able to learn at the accelerated pace that the Department of Education sets now, but some aren't. So we put my son in Kumon, which helped him a lot get through that. And then by like third grade maybe, he was caught up, wasn't really behind. Mugging like a root beer. I never realized Plant last fight before Trevor. Plant been fighting once a year since the Canelo fight. Yeah. I like the way he handled the loss. Though. Even though I don't like that he said he thought he won, but nonetheless, he handled it with a good amount of dignity and class and what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for here? Humility. You'll hop on. Are you going to cam up? Otherwise, CJ wants nothing to do with it. Moten was on TV because Mayweather Promotion is still looking for his missing blood test. Plant was an asshole, too cocky, got humbled. Yeah, maybe. Canelo thought he won versus Bivol. No, he didn't. Did he? Do anything for my daughters, have the tools for life. What is, guys?
What's going on? How can you guys hear me?
Good. You're in a hotel? Or you're in Atlanta?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta. I'm in a hotel. I don't have my headset or mixer or anything like that. So I'm thugging it out, man. I did a live today from my phone. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, those are weird.
What's going on, Marco? What's going on, chat?
Chilling. Why does that weirdo want to see you? We all want to see you, Alberto. Plant said Alberto wants to go 5 minutes and then CJ 5 minutes, but CJ only do it if Alberto cams up, and Alberto just refuses to for whatever the reason.
Man, damn, we were finally going to see that fight? Shit.
J-Bone.
What's good, Mo Brains? Yo, shout out to y'all in the chat that all participated in my live, bro. She was epic, bro.
Maniac. Who?
No.
Sanchez?
The Maniac isn't in Atlanta. I think the Maniac is in Vegas. If I'm not
Sanchez?
No, the Boxing Maniac, my guy.
Oh. Resendez wanted it more than Caleb. Maybe. Well, what are your let's hear what Johnny has to say. What'd you think of last night's fights?
I watched them in the car driving up to Atlanta.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I had my phone. I had a little you know the deal. The little shit
right.
On the glass, whatever. I had it up. And I was driving. It's just crazy, man. What happened to Caleb Plant, man? Just another I keep telling people, man, when is boxing going to stop with this shit of setting up future fights before these guys have to actually win a fight before that?
I've been saying that
for the longest time. Like, again, Plant's going to fight Charlo next. If Charlo beats Lamana, if Plant beats Vicendi. Shout out to Charlo, though, man. He proved me wrong. He looked very, very good. He looked strong. He looked big at the weight. His jab was incredible. So that wasn't a surprise. His jab was incredible. And he just, he was just better. He was just, cornflake. It gave me the impression that he didn't belong in there.
No, he didn't.
He didn't belong in there. So for you guys that call me biased, I'm keeping it real. Charlo was just a better guy, just on a different level. And he looked really, really good. One of those performances where I'm like, man, I can't wait to see him again against somebody of a little bit of a higher caliber. Which brings me to the Plant fight, right? Because that's what I'm thinking. At the end of that fight, I'm saying, oh, okay, now I want to see Charlo against Plant. Now I'm interested. And then we saw what happened to Plant against Resendiz. So this is boxing, man. This is boxing. You can't look ahead, shout out to Resendiz, man, because Plant had a good first 4 rounds, and then he just put the pressure on him. He started putting the pressure. He landed some good body shots. He was just. Shout out to Resendiz, man. I understand why, and I think one of the announcers said it, and it made perfect sense. I understand why he picked Resendiz as a sparring partner before Canelo.
Oh, they sparred before. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no, they sparred before the Canelo fight, and I see why. And it's just, it's just another an example of this is boxing, man. You can't take anybody lightly. I'm not saying Plant did, but Plant was a little cocky this week. Plant was a little cocky, kind of feeling himself a little bit. This is my main event. I'm going to take care of business. I'm going to run through this guy, and then we're going to get it on with Charlo, and look what happened.
What did you think about Plant saying that he thought he won the fight?
Plant did not win that fight.
That's what he said.
Yeah, no, that's pretty delusional. And the judge that had it, 115 and 113 for Plant?
Right. One judge had it for him, yeah.
I mean, listen, he needs to be checked. He needs to be checked. His eyes need to be checked. Maybe he was Stevie Wonder. Maybe he was Ray Charles. I don't know. But at the end of the day, that was a clear-cut victory for Resendiz. Shout out to him. He's about to have a baby, and he just changed his life. He changed his life, man. And those are good stories for boxing. And you know me, I'm the conspiracy theorist, right? There's always got to be one upset on the card. There was, but again, the wrong upset. I was thinking it might have been LaManna and Charlo, and it ended up being Plant, man. So shout out to Resendiz, man. And I'm not afraid to admit that I was wrong, man. Charlo proved me wrong. But I've been said it, though. I told you, Marco. I said, listen, if he comes out and he looks every bit of the old Charlo and he doesn't look like he's drunk walking into the ring, I will give him his credit.
And he wasn't. I was telling people, like,
he looked really, really good. More importantly, he looked strong at that weight.
Yeah.
He was moving up. That was his first fight at 168. So, shout out to him, man. But, man, I had a blast, man. Atlanta, with the Normans, absolutely phenomenal, man. If you guys didn't check out that live that I did from the gym, make sure you check it out. It's on my channel. It was dope, man. We had dinner after that. I'm just excited. I'm excited for what the future holds for him because he's got his head screwed on right, man. He wants to be great. It's not about money. It's about legacy.
Okay.
So he wants that Boots fight.
So do you want to see Charlo and Plant next? Still?
Yeah, I do actually because it's a rivalry fight. I still think it's a rivalry fight. But before this fight, I would have had Plant winning that fight. I don't think there's a chance in hell that Plant beats Charlo.
Alberto said you made him lose $50. I don't believe he bet $50, but whatever.
$50?
There's no way he bet $50.
Listen, when I make my predictions, I'm not making them as a betting man. I don't bet.
Yeah, me neither. Fuck that. That takes all the fun out of it.
Yeah.
For me, some people find it very fun.
And Marco, you know the deal. I'm not that dude that's going to sit here and pump on my chest because I got to pick right. I'm the smartest guy in the room. No, this is fun. This is all fun for all of us. I can't stand those dudes that want to sit there and brag when they get it right. Meanwhile, your ass is working a 9 to 5. If you always get them right, then why aren't you a millionaire? Why aren't you betting all of these fights and winning and becoming a millionaire? So,
damn, Alberto's turning on you. Look at him.
Alberto, come on, Cornflake. I just said he looked bad. Did I not just say he had no?
Yeah, he did.
Belong in the ring with Charlo. I just said that.
One thing I didn't like about him was that he kept trying to showboat after he was getting pounded out like a smash burger.
Yeah.
That's one thing I know. Other than that, he was trying. I give him credit. He was trying, but all that showboating shit.
Showboating, it is what it is. You got to remember this might be, and I don't have any inside knowledge on that. I'm going to try to get him on the show in the next couple of weeks, but this might have been his last fight. This was his first fight in Vegas. After about 40 some odd fights, he'd never fought in Vegas. So, he was living in the moment, man.
Why
And
the
I'm sure
fuck?
people probably say he enjoyed the experience, even though he lost.
When you talk to him, ask him why the fuck he had Brooklyn on his trunks. Weird.
Did he? I couldn't see because I
Yeah,
was
his back of his trunk.
on the phone, so I really couldn't see.
The front said cornflake. The back said the words Brooklyn in like a script kind of font.
It might, maybe it's one. I think it's one of his children's name.
Oh,
I want to say, I want to guess it's probably his daughter's name. If I'm
well,
not
that's okay then.
yeah.
Otherwise, I'm like, you're from Jersey, man. Pump
Kinda-
the brakes.
He mentioned having kids or something, or maybe I said I'm from Brooklyn, and he said that's my daughter's name. I'm not 100% sure. I'm probably like 50% sure that might be it.
Okay.
But he's a good dude anyway, bro. I'm still rocking with him. He's still my guy. I'm still gonna have him on the show. You know, he's got his promotion company,
Mm-hmm.
Rising Stars Promotion, that's now signed with the Zone. So they're doing TV shows. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to him.
I'm gonna play my recap right quick, and then we'll get back to the festivities. This is fresh out the frying pan. Let's do it.
What video is this?
Charlo knocks
this is
the
you?
frosting off of Cornflake Lamana, while Caleb Plant suffers a stunning upset loss to Armando Resendez, which takes the air out of the tires of their mega fight like a spiteful ex-girlfriend with a switchblade. There's been a recent trend of unnecessary party-pooping tune-ups. First, Ryan Garcia's loss to Roly, which put fans to sleep better than a warm glass of milk and a romance novel. Charlo vs. Plant is now the second proposed mega fight that's been crushed like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man stomping down Fifth Ave. After showing up to some press conferences more sauced than a bowl of fettuccine alfredo, Jamal gathered himself and performed with optimal efficiency, as his infamous jab repeatedly cracked Lamana's mug like he was a clumsy IHOP waitress. Charlo used power and effective aggression to continuously blast Cornflake out the sky like he was playing Duck Hunt. The Texas native was also able to thread the needle better than a Calvin Klein sweatshop worker, smashing through Thomas's earmuff guard with Google Maps accuracy. On the other hand, Caleb Plant was less active than a geriatric Southside Crip, using a Walmart Philly shell, trying to avoid Resendez's aggressive onslaught. But the Mexican native kept getting in like a 10th grader with a fake ID, landing cinder blocks that wobbled Caleb like a fifth of Everclear, leaving the Tennessee native holding tight like he was waltzing on Dancing with the Stars. Armando also owned the phone booth like he was an AT&T stockholder, bobbleheading Plant with short, sharp inside punches that repeatedly knocked the morning dew off Caleb's cabbage. Do you guys still want to see Charlo vs. Plant? Tell me in the comments.
Oh,
Shout out to Marco. You never disappoint, bro.
thank you.
Never
Appreciate it.
disappoint. He said a Philly shell out of Walmart. Sound bites, obviously. And what was the other one that you do so many of them that I
Yeah. Yeah.
gotta write them down so I can say, oh shit, those are my three.
I got a lot, and to be honest, that's the only one that the Walmart thing might come off as disrespectful to Caleb, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm trying to be, funny.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I got a question. Which Philly show was worse? Caleb's or Ryan Garcia's?
Ryan's was the Victorville shell. It's its own entity. Ryan's was worse.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Ryan's was worse, man. That was dope, man.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Hopefully ESPN agrees with you. All right, first, let us thank our friend.
Thank you. Come again.
Johnny, hit up the Olive Garden ATL. Order that chicken Bomberto. He's trying to say chicken Alfredo, but chicken Alberto, chicken Bomberto.
I think I get it.
Convince him to cam up. He brings up my appearance. Make it an even playing field. He's never going to cam up.
Well, I don't know. I'm not getting it though. So they want to do the 5 and 5, but
they want to do 5 minutes each to speak their piece and squash the beef. But CJ is insisting Alberto cams up, and I think the rest of the community agrees because I know I'm gonna say 99.9% Alberto's hiding something. Either it's just insecurity, or maybe this age, maybe it's insecurity how he looks. He's hiding something. I'm curious what it is.
What's going on, man? Why can't you camera up? It's not a big.
Hey, Johnny's asking you too, Alberto. Why don't you cam up?
Get it, man. Let's get it. Yeah, it's a pretty nice hotel here in the heart of Atlanta. I'm in the heart of Atlanta right now.
You with wifey or Dolo?
No, I came solo, man. This is a business trip, man.
Damn, she let you. I'm not allowed to. I got a leash on me.
Hey, she knows. I got my eye on the prize, man. It's business.
That's dope.
I'll be back home tomorrow, though. I'm gonna drive back home tomorrow. Get up, have some breakfast, drive back home, and I'll be doing a live tomorrow night, 9:00.
How long is the drive there for you?
6.5 hours.
See, I've always wanted to go to Atlanta. Obviously I got to fly, but is that your first time?
No, I've been to Atlanta before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd never been. Johnny made his wife adjust. That Johnny's a pimp. That's a fact.
Oh, that's right. I wear the pants in the house.
She goes, "You're going? You're leaving me?" He goes, "Adjust." He bounces.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm legit going to bed. Peace out, Johnny and Marco. See y'all on TBV. Peace out. All right, D-Wayne. D-Wayne's insane in the membrane. Alberto, after much thought, if you don't cam up, you have an advantage. Why are you facilitating him not to cam up?
Killed it. You killed any shot. AB, you killed any shot that he had. Yeah, Mo, he's missing.
Leave him alone. How do you know that, Berto? He doesn't know. Unbelievable. Bailey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Whatever.
You guys are too. You guys got to squash this, man, because Marco. This shit isn't just going on your channel. It goes on my channel too.
Here's the problem, and I said this earlier, and I believe this. I think Alberto does not want it to end. I believe Alberto enjoys the dysfunction and the chaos. I really do. I think CJ would want it to end, but he also is too easily triggered into the chaos. So, he does want this to stop, but he has no interest at all in not responding. He's ready to respond. He's like a guard dog. Anytime, he's just going to respond.
We got to end so we can talk boxing, guys.
That's what I'm saying. Now, Alberto's like one of those fucking military-trained guard dogs. He's popping off whenever he smells anything. He can't just turn the other cheek. And I mean, whatever. Neither of them want to end it. That's a fact. I do want it to end. Dude is twice my elder.
There you go. So end it. Come on and end it. Actions speak louder than words. What would they used to say back when I was growing up? Stop singing and start swinging, baby.
Oh, I never heard that. I like that.
Stop singing and start swinging.
I like that. I never heard that before.
For the dudes that used to talk shit, but they didn't want to fight.
I was telling people the other day, you I'm sure can second this emotion. In the hood, there's so many dudes who talk shit.
Yeah, of course.
And those are usually the ones that don't fight.
Absolutely.
So many.
Absolutely.
It's almost like the first line of defense. If I could be louder and scarier, maybe people leave. Those are the scariest ones.
That's absolutely what it is.
Yep.
Yeah. I wasn't a big talker. Whatever. I mean, listen. You come at me, I'm gonna talk my shit.
Right.
I'm backing down, but I wasn't really one of those that want to go back and forth in a verbal. I'm just like, you know what? Let's just fight and get it over with.
Right. Yeah, I was never doing that whole nose to nose. Remember when you're kids, you'd put your heads on each other's shoulders. What's up? What's up?
Yeah. Go ahead. You swing. Yeah. Or what about this one? Go ahead. What?
You flinched. He's a bitch.
They haven't learned from Rolly. He had the addy. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, but I was telling people the other day about people who talk shit. I'm like, man, they were saying somebody mentioned talking shit. I'm like, talking shit. I grew up in a place where everybody talks shit. And then when you go into a boxing gym, you see the opposite. That it's such a. Then you see what tough guys are really made of.
The boys from the men.
Yeah. Johnny, fuck with the merch.
Oh, my shit. Yeah, man. I had to come down here and represent, bro.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Man.
It's always suspect when you can't show your face. I'm saying, Tone. I'm saying.
Who that? Two-Tone?
Nah.
Oh,
Tony 10 times, baby.
10 times 206. I like that name. Tony 10 times 206.
C. Jizzle likes the drama. Yeah, C. Jisms. I don't know if C. Jisms likes the drama. I think he gets a a quick adrenaline boost when the drama ensues. I don't think he's looking for it, but like I said, that shit hits him. He's ready. He's like a trained Navy SEAL. He's ready to go. Charlo versus Plant don't happen. I'm okay without seeing it. I do enjoy making fun of dude. I can't lie. A broke racist who projects his own insecurity. See? Dude said he's an electrician, but he always... Who's an electrician? Nobody said they're an electrician.
I'm assuming he's talking about CJ.
CJ never says he's an electrician. He says he's an engineer. You dipshit. Engineer.
He's always hawking up phlegm. Is that true?
The engineers don't ride in vans, Alberto. Anyway. Yeah, these fucking guys. So, yeah, Alberto's not going to cam up, so I guess it won't happen. And, you know, Clarissa said that if Alberto cammed up, she would too. She's not in here right now, but...
Well, first we got to get her to call. How about that? One step at a time, baby steps.
She said that when she called in, you know, 30 years ago, that she goes...
No, she actually said a few years ago.
Yeah, but it was 30. She said that Ness made her feel dumb for whatever she said. So maybe she's worried of, maybe it's like a PTSD, like if she calls it in. Because, you know, it's a little intimidating. It's all these dudes and you're the only girl.
You should have told him to fuck himself.
Lord knows he's heard that before. He says I'm racist, but it's not true.
So come on here and talk that shit and tell him why you not.
Yeah. Shush. Facts, Johnny.
What did I say that was facts?
I don't know. Is Plant done?
No.
Nah.
It's done. You see, and I'm not saying you're saying that, Tony, but I mean, there's a lot of boxing fans that are like that. I don't think he's done. I don't think he's done at all.
Where was you yesterday? I went to go see the Karate Kid movie with the fam and some friends.
Whoa! How was it?
So it's set in New York, in Manhattan. I didn't know that, so I loved it. It was corny, but in a fun way.
Oh, God.
In a fun way, like, and you know, you and I grew up in New York, so you look at it, you're like, that doesn't happen here, but it's fun.
Fake New York.
Yeah, but almost, it almost had an 80s, like, what'd you say to me, man? Like an 80s kind of vibe to it, maybe on purpose. It was fun. But then after that, I went and I watched the rest of the Knick game, which was obviously upsetting. Yeah. And then by the time I got home, fucking Yayin was direct messaging me like, yo, Plant always fucking loses to do. He was like giving away what happened. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, damn, it looks like every time Charlo touches him, cornflake drops. Yayin was, because Yayin assumed I was watching too.
Oh, yeah.
So he gave away all. And I watched, ready for this? All jokes aside, I watched the highlights of both fights.
So you just do it to yourself.
I didn't really mind at this point, because I had to watch it before I jumped online to talk to you guys. This morning, I believe, or whenever it was I came on. So I wanted to get a gist of what happened. I don't want to just jump on and not even seeing it. I don't get why people be mad at the promoters, get mad at the fighters for fumbling the bag. Nah, it's the promoters, MPO.
I'm not understanding. Where did that quit?
How these tune-ups ruin the mega matchups that we're looking forward to. Haney, Ryan, Plant, Charlo. If they just would have squared off against each other.
I just don't see. Let me just say this. I just don't see the point of it. What's the point? If you want them to fight, then after they win, you can announce that they're fighting. Like, remember after I don't know, it's happened a few times where somebody wins and all of a sudden somebody else comes in and we have this fight now set up, and we're like, oh shit, they're gonna fight in September. Like, let the cat out of the bag after they both win. Like, I don't get the point.
Don't bring it up. Yeah, but I'm with you. But don't even do it. Like, why the fuck are you like? Just make that fight. You got in boxing is not like the NBA, man. You got to strike while the iron's hot. You're only as good as your last fight, which is not true, but unfortunately, it's perceived that way. They should have just put him in. I know Canelo fought Skull because Turkey loves Bud, and Bud's like, yo, I want this shit to be for an undisputed. So Turkey's like, okay, Canelo, go get the undisputed. Then that's why that waited. Right. But why the fuck did Ryan wait? And this last night had nothing to do with Turkey, right? But they still made that wait. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it. I think it's disrespectful to the other fighter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the cornflakes, like the
roll.
I think it's disrespectful.
Kind of. But it gives him shots. Like, look at Resendez now. Now he's on the map. Yeah.
So my thing is, if you really, really want to see that fight, just shut the fuck up and let it play out. And then when they both win, if they do win, you make it happen.
Attorney Bailey, it's not just a bad day. James Toney lost against a scrub. What scrub? Are you talking about Montel Griffin? Is that who you're calling a scrub? Because please tell me what scrub you're referring to.
Funny today when we were having dinner, the Normans Jr. was talking about James Toney a lot.
Oh yeah.
Mind is deep. Well, the fact that he stood in the he was defensively sound in the pocket.
That dude stayed in the pocket like some lint.
Will make you miss, and because we were talking about like defensive fighters and Shakur, and I'm telling you, man, we stood in the restaurant for like 3.5 hours.
That's dope.
Just talking about boxing life.
Dad and Junior, or just Junior?
Dad and Junior, and coach Kamarie King Cam Walker, who's a 5-0 prospect. His father and trainer Marcus Walker, he was with us, so he was at the gym as well. I would say for the last hour, Senior left because he had something to do. So it was just me, Junior, and Coach Walker. But Najee Lopez, the light heavyweight prospect, 13-0, he was at the gym as well. So he was on my live show answering chat questions. So again, if you guys haven't seen my live today, make sure you check it out. It's a little I'm going to say choppy. It's just not. You got to remember, I did it from my phone.
Right.
So I didn't get a chance to do my little entrance, and I had no mic.
Right.
So it wasn't. But everybody in the chat was saying they heard everything clearly. We were reading the chat. It was amazing, man. It was amazing. But yeah, he was talking about James Toney. That's why I figured I'd bring that up.
That's my man. I love James, man. I know him.
Do it
Personally. He's a good dude. He's I tell people about James, like, yeah, the speech is off, but he has the sharpest memory. He remembers everything. So it's like weird how the boxing damage affects you differently. I know people who speak completely clearly but have no short-term memory. Then I know dudes like James, slur, great memory. Then I know dudes who just like kind of have they're off the way they walk. It just kind of gives them a weird, like maybe it's a central nervous system thing. It affects everybody differently.
So I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question that I asked Junior. And I only have 4 at the time. Rank defensively, 1 through 4. James Toney, Sweet Pea Whitaker, Floyd, Shakur.
No disrespect, Shakur, if you're watching this, but he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't belong in this list.
Really?
Not because he does not good, because he's still active. We haven't seen him against top levels yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't. It's not his fault, but we haven't.
Not his fault. You're absolutely right. But what we've seen so far, I mean, his defense is.
I would throw in a Willie Pep instead of Shakur, but you want me to do that for? I'll do it.
No, do the Willie Pep then. Let's stick with retired fighters. And if you got one more, throw the 5th one in there.
I got a lot. I mean, best defensive fight. Shit. Okay, so Pernell Whitaker, I think, is number 1.
I love Pernell.
Pernell's number 1. I think Floyd has to be number 2. And then I think Willie Pep, and then James.
Really? I thought you were going to put Toney up before Floyd.
No, because Toney...
He kind of did the Philly show before Floyd.
Toney was great defensive, but you have to understand Toney did get hit. He did get hit more than these other guys.
He stood in the pocket.
He stood in the pocket, but so did Floyd. And Pernell would do both. He would stay in the pocket, but he could also... That's why Pernell's won, because Pernell was able to be... Like, Shakur is more of a foot movement defense, right? He does a little bit of in the pocket. Pernell was a combination, man. He was able to move, disappear on you with Usher in concert type footwork, gliding around, but he was also able to jump in the pocket like 25 cents and make you miss. I'm trying to think if there's any other defensive fighters. Jack Johnson was great defensively, but it's hard because the footage.
Those are fighters that not a lot of people, especially in the chat, are gonna know.
No, they're not. They're not. But Johnson's one. Huh?
Who does the chat think?
They're gonna probably go with.
I hear the commenting.
Everybody goes with Floyd, who's not our age. Because everybody and Floyd. I mean, great argument for Floyd. Great argument.
Absolutely. I mean, if I asked somebody to build a perfect fighter for defense, I would pick Sweet Pea.
Yeah, because he does both. He does both.
Yeah.
He like not like Floyd wasn't the best defensively moving. He was only, his was shoulder. He had to be stationary. You know what I'm saying? And
best reflexes as a fighter, man.
Floyd,
the best reflexes defensively.
He was good. He was good.
Reflexes were phenomenal.
Well, we got a troller here. Real funny.
Gasper was in my live chat today.
Gasper is Trizolin. I gave you my list and you skipped it. Okay. Sorry. Jesus, you Bronx dudes are sensitive. Whitaker, Floyd, Tony, Shakur.
I like that one. I like that one.
Look, that gets my goat when people start throwing in these active fighters, especially ones who haven't, like Canelo. You could almost talk about
eye test though, Marco. You know boxing.
Nah,
I see. Out of anybody that knows boxing, I would expect you to kind of dismiss all that shit.
Nah.
And just concentrate on what you've seen so far.
It doesn't work that way. You have to mix it. For when we're talking all-time great status, for me, I have to mix that with
all-time
competition.
Great. I just said rank them.
Oh, rank them. Oh. Yeah, well, Shakur would be last. Okay. I thought you meant, okay, my bad.
Well, not all time. No, I would have had to study and say who are the best 5 all-time great. It's just something I thought of off the top of my head because we were having that conversation.
Yeah. No. That's another one who I would a lot of people don't know. Nicolino Loce. He's definitely in the top 5.
Actually, I don't even know that one.
He's an Italian dude.
And I know
Italian dude from Italy who would smoke fucking 3 packs of cigarettes a day. Short, little, stocky dude. Couldn't crack an egg with a mallet, but you couldn't hit him.
But you could hit him.
You could, and you know what? What's that dope defense? As a matter of fact, Dwight Muhammad Kawi. His shit was silly with it. Silly. Like, I'm talking the orange wig, the big shoes. Silly with it.
Danny in the chat says you're right. He's amazing. Good head movement.
Oh, he was no joke. No, you couldn't
look him up. I'm gonna look him up after this.
Now, Willie Pep is, and there's no video of this, but it is an urban legend. But back then when shit would
run around without hitting anybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Without throwing a punch.
Someone said that wasn't true. It might have been you.
No, I don't know. I would never give around.
That's bullshit.
I would never give around to somebody if 2 people are fighting and one guy is trying but can't hit and the other guy's just making a miss. I would still give it to the guy trying because the point is you have to use aggressiveness, just aggressiveness in general.
Part of the scoring system
for me.
Aggressiveness.
But I understand maybe a certain judge being like, hey man, he showed mastery. So give me 1 second. Hold it down. Push.
They said, Alberto, shout out to you. My list, a bunch of Mexicans. I don't know if Mexicans can be considered good defensive fighters when all they do is like to fight in the pocket. They're willing to get hit to hit you. So, yeah. Shout out to y'all, man. Like I said, man, if y'all didn't see my live today with Brian Norman Jr., the welterweight champ, we were at the gym here in Atlanta. Make sure you check it out. Senior was there. Coach Marcus Walker, Najee Lopez, light heavyweight prospect. We were all in the building, bro. Great time. We're going to be doing more of these, so make sure you guys spread the word and subscribe, bro. Oh, you said CT, what's up? Danny, what up? Who else? Mo Brains, my dude. Thanks for rocking out earlier. Legacy Mindset said, rest in peace, Mike McCallum.
Oh, yeah. You heard about that?
Yeah. We talked about it early. Rest in peace, man. The body snatcher, man.
Shit.
The body snatcher, one of the best body punchers in boxing history, man.
Yep, for real. Yeah, it's sad. Apparently it broke. I put the video out of him and Donald Curry like two days ago, and somebody wrote my comments yesterday, RIP. And I wrote back, I'm like, he's not dead. And then it broke the next day because I think it happened in Jamaica, and then the Jamaicans knew, and then it took some time to get here.
Wow.
Because, he's big in Jamaica, but he's not big enough where it travels right away. Mr. Live Johnny would have loved to talk with Lopez. Lopez who?
What do you mean Lopez? Oh, Najee. Yeah, that's right. AB, you missed it, man. He was there. He was on the live at least for about a good half hour.
Yeah. Winky Wright's defense was very good, but his was that, you He just covered his face. I remember the first thing I asked him when I met him, I was like, "You have bigger hands than most people," because it looked like he covered his whole face with his gloves.
He had long elbow. Like
He said, he
Yes.
goes, "My forearms are calcified." He's like, "They're like lead." He goes, from all those.
he said lead.
Yeah, and he said that fight, that style was birthed in the Fernando Vargas fight. He goes, "Wow, it worked. I expended less energy." He's like, "That's what birthed it." I was like, "Damn." What up, Eddie?
Eddie, what's up, Eddie? Oh, Daisy Sanchez asked a good question. Who wins the rematch, Resendiz or Plant?
She is our newest female community member. What's up, Daisy? We got
Shout
her.
man.
We got
Throw a
Clarissa.
soundbite up in there. I don't have my mixer. You got to throw a soundbite up there.
I do. Let's give her a. Well, I mean, I've already welcomed her, but let's give
Oh,
her.
why didn't welcome her? We got.
Let's give her a proper. What'd she ask?
Who wins the Well, this is don't worry about going up. This is way up there. Who wins the rematch between Resendiz and Plant if they fight the rematch?
That's a hard to tell.
That's a good question.
That's hard. You would have to lean towards Plant, but that's assuming that his hand really did hurt. He was maybe out a little bit. It's hard to tell, but
I think Resendiz, now that he won, will fight even with more confidence the second time around.
Mm-hmm.
I say Resendiz.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why I don't get notifications. My factory reset my phone. It's not the phone, Jisms. It's fucking YouTube. They just don't send to everybody.
He's just fucking up, Marco. He fucked up on my live.
Jisms? Yeah.
Yeah, we had a good turnout too, man.
I'm gonna.
Or maybe you should just open your. You just do the soundbite, Marco.
What? Open your fucking ears.
Yeah. While I show you guys my king size bed.
Okay. Whoa. Chill. There you go, Johnny. I know this is your favorite. Here, Johnny, this one's for you.
Royal penis is clean, Your Highness. The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Sorry. This one's for Alberto, and I mean this.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
Did you hear the one that I have?
Nah, which one? I mean, I'm sure I have.
Look, man, I'm not falling for that banana in the tail.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
Open your fucking ears, jackass.
There you go, CJ.
Special. CJ, you got to start putting your notifications. You never know when I'm going live and who's going to be on my lives.
By the way, people, we have for raffle now, official.
What you got there?
This is Floyd Mayweather versus Victor Ortiz promo gloves from back when the fight happened. These are in the package. They are, as you can see right there, they're lace-up sparring gloves. I would say about 16 ounces. You see the original tag. These came out when the two fought. These are actual promo items. We're raffling these off. We already have a bunch of raffles. So if you want to enter for these dopenesses, you know the deal, guys. You send $10 to the Cash App right there, Marco Boxing, or via PayPal, marcoko@gmail. Make sure to put your name. And, of course, make sure to put that it's for the Mayweather gloves because we're about to put up some more shit. Okay. We would have more women if you perverts took the chat seriously.
Not me.
Perverts. Y'all both got great soundboards. Thanks, Money Grip. Resendez versus Munguia. Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Sign me up.
Ooh.
Yeah, but Munguia, I don't even want to talk about Munguia right now. Is your live rated PG?
No, that's because he's been doing this ongoing joke that only he's in. Nobody even that he's 10 years old. That's why he keeps saying that. That's his joke. He keeps telling everybody he's 10 years old.
Oh, that's right. I remember.
Yeah. That's why every comment you're going to see has something to do with like age, and it's kind of not funny anymore. But fuck it. If he enjoys himself, let him.
Gold member?
Huh?
That's gold member.
Gold member. Yeah. And he's been in this room for he's been a community member for a while. Like, why does he suddenly think I'm going to forget who he was and know that he's not 10? It's so goofy. Ortiz blew that fight. He had a decent opportunity to make that a good fight. Oh,
you're talking about
not really. Yeah, Eric, not really, man. He got got a cash out. He got super frustrated because he was losing and he did the bitch way out. I'll be honest. I thought that was a bitch way out. Everything from the headbutt to how he wanted Floyd to hit him. Brian A. Appreciate you. You are in. Who's Brian A again?
How
Fuck.
much is that raffle?
Mo Brains. My bad. Mo
Mo
Brains is in
Brains.
for the gloves. Let me put you in, Mo.
Shout out to Mo Brains, man, for representing in the chat, man.
Word
Today,
up.
yeah, in my live. Shout out to all of y'all that were in my live chat, man. You guys were cooking.
Yeah.
Norman
Appreciate you, Mo.
the senior was rocking with the chat today.
Mark, a word on the block is you raffle Jones boxers. I know.
Oh, that must have came from Two Tone.
Two Tones got jokes. I know.
My brother Tone was in the chat too.
Two Tone?
Yeah, he was in the chat for a little bit.
They told me, I didn't see this, but they told me Tone was like, Marco's going to raffle off Roy Jones's boxers and go like, that's a target fight.
If he did that, I didn't see that.
No, that's funny. If he, that's what somebody told me. That's pretty funny.
Sniff his boxes before you raffle them, or what? Like before you put them in the mailbox?
No, he just said that I was there being like, these are Roy Jones's used boxers, and then I go like this. I'm like,
confirm, and then you sniff
the target fight. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
I'm telling you, he's comedy, man.
Oh, he's back. Okay, Gold member. I'm glad you're back. There was this 10-year-old guy who hacked your account. Kearney, I always find it crazy. He's calling that man Jizz. Shows you what he thinks about him. Why are you talking about Jizz, Alberto?
Because you call CJC Jisms.
Jisms. I'm not saying Jizz. You know what Alberto's awesome. That gets you every time. You laugh every time I play that. I agree on bitch move, but I thought he could have delivered him. He's had the skill, but when you go in against a dude like Floyd, that picture how it feels to be like, wow, talk about levels. I can't touch this fucking guy. He's just getting better and stronger and more patient as the fight goes on. Like, what are you gonna do with that?
That happened to how many people when they fought Loma in his prime? That they just Reagan Dow. How many people quit when they were calling him Lomaschenko? At least 3 people quit on the stool. That was because they were getting hit and embarrassed, and they couldn't hit him back.
Yeah, and I mean, hit from all kinds of like. This dude was spitting out more angles than Pythagoras. He didn't know what to do with it.
His footwork is one of the best I've ever seen.
Realistically, what are the chances for Pac-Man? I'm going 60-40 Barrios. What about you?
I think Barrios should win, yeah.
But give me a percentage.
Oh, a percentage?
Yeah, I'm doing 60-40. So I'm giving Barrios a little chance, but nothing crazy.
Yeah. You know what? I'll probably go 65.
For 35?
Yeah, I'll go 65, 35. Around there. I'll stick around there.
Okay.
Stay around that range.
Yup, Keyshawn is going to lose, in my opinion. But I'm probably wrong. Alberto, what do you mean? Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
He's calling CJ gap tooth. He's making fun of CJ.
We sit in this chat every day. We should all know that already.
Yeah, I don't know why Bailey doesn't know it. Maybe he chooses to not absorb ridiculousness. Yeah, that's about right.
I was thinking that too. Yeah, 70-30.
Damn, Eric got giving Pacquiao no chance. He's still Pacquiao, guys.
He's 46 years old, though. I mean, I'm not mad at any of these, to be honest.
George Foreman, at that age, 1 year younger, won the heavyweight championship of the world, man.
Foreman had fights before his title shot. This guy's coming out of the woodworks, retirement.
You know my theory on that. When you have that kind of experience, I feel like taking time off it benefits you because you heal. As long as he was in the gym and still sparring every now and then, keeping sharp.
I don't know. We're going to see.
What we shall see. Okay, I'm not doing this.
Jersey Bob said Barrios is 99% chance to win.
Damn. Ortiz had butted Floyd out. Absolutely, Sebastian, and he wanted the fight to be done. He'd rather have it disqualified than get fucked up. I thought he could have got up from the shot that Floyd hit him with too. I think he just stayed down. Saludos, señores. Just sent you a dime on PayPal for the Mayweather gloves. All right, let me chickity check it.
Air Jesus.
There it is. It's there. Boom. Jesus Gonzalez. I'm with you. You're in. You're in, guys. We're starting to stack this shit up like IHOP. Appreciate you, my brother. You are in. All right. We still need roughly 30 more or 20 to between 20 and 30 more. But thank you. You're in. All right. We're going to get these popping.
What happened to the The Muhammad Ali bobblehead.
We did the raffle today, and Chase won it.
Who?
Chase, he comes in sometimes. He doesn't talk much. White dude, one of the few white community members. He won it.
Where's Shane?
Who cares? He's probably sucking on dudes' nuts.
Oh, man.
I'm just okay. That was too far. Nah, I don't know where he is. He was in yesterday briefly. Small guys are rode way harder than big guys.
You're a bad fucking friend.
Nah, maybe.
What is it? Oh, wait.
He's saying because Pacquiao, he thinks the heavyweights can last longer than the. That's what people say because they throw and take so many more punches. The little guys, they say that they go quicker.
I don't know. My last impression of Pacquiao is against Ugas, and I wasn't impressed.
Oh, here we go, Bailey.
Sit there and have him, beating Barrios, who's an active welterweight champion. 4 years or whatever. I mean, I just can't. I can't get that last performance out of my head.
This is my point, Alberto. You talk about CJ's appearance, but we can't see you. Unfair. You lose. Now we move on. Oh, he just slammed the javel down on you. The attorney slammed the javel down. I know judges do that, but I'm just going with the theme.
Drop the mic.
Yeah, word. Drop the mic. Marco, when are you selling the trunks you used against Charlo last night?
Mm-hmm.
He's calling. He's first off. That's
so he's calling you cornflake.
Oh, that's racist.
That's mean. I think I want the 10-year-old guy to come back because you're just rude. Barrios isn't very funny. Isn't very fun. Excuse me. He does some crafty stuff, but I just think his size and his youth will lead him. Ooh.
Tank or Jig or Tank or Pack?
Ooh.
None of them.
Probably.
How about neither one, Mo?
They're good.
Or a more entertaining fight.
Tank versus Pack will be dope because we love watching Pack.
Tank versus Pack easily. I'm not interested in seeing Jake versus Tank. I'm sorry.
I want to see Jake get tapped up like a maple tree, though, and Tank will do it. Tank will bounce mad shots off his melon.
Small.
Yeah, but faster.
You'll need a step stool.
I think Tank could get in and get out before Jake can even throw one punch. He's that much faster because he's.
Tank is not that guy. Tank is more of a. Tank is not a mover like that, in and out like Pacquiao. Like if you tell me Pacquiao in his prime, even though he's smaller than Jake Paul, then I'll tell you, yeah, this dude won't even see half the shit that's going to come in and out with the movement, whatever. Pacquiao, the left hand, quick hands. But Tank is not that guy stylistically.
No, I'm with you, but because of the size difference, it's just innately, I think he'll just be innately faster. He doesn't even have to be that kind of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? That's like an 80-pound fucking difference and like 6 inches.
You know what's funny? I'm surprised Pacquiao didn't take a Jake Paul fight.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't. Maybe.
Jake Paul would have entertained it. Pacquiao's 46.
Yeah, but he's small.
It's right up his age range.
Yeah, but Jake is smart enough where he'll go the old guys, but they got to be his weight, or he'll go with the light guys, but they got to be current threats. So it kind of balances out. I don't know, or maybe not.
Weird. No, I see what you're saying, but as far as Jake Paul, that's a weird. I don't even know what the hell to call that. A business plan, I guess. A weird business plan. You can make an argument for why Pac looked the way he looked. What argument is that? I got to hear that.
Yeah, make it. Jake's fighting at 200, Tony. He did 225 for Tyson, but he's a cruiserweight. Charlo seemed very sluggish.
I do want to hear Iron Mike's argument, though. That's now you got me intrigued.
Plant would fuck Jake up.
Yeah, but hell yeah, I wouldn't pick Jake Paul again. Well, Plant can't take a punch, man. I mean, not that he can't take a punch, but
can it land though?
Yeah, I mean, remember he was saying that people were saying that he was going to cook Belanga. What did I say? Belanga can punch. Plant doesn't necessarily take a hard punch very, very well, especially towards the latter part of the fight. I don't know.
I mean, who has really proven that except Canelo that he can't take a punch? He's never been knocked out.
McCumbee dropped him, twice almost?
Dropped him, yeah, but did not. And that wasn't at the end of the fight. That was just McCumbee.
Maybe not taking a punch is the wrong terminology. he can be hurt. Put it that way.
Yeah. Barrios made style for Pacquiao. But okay, well, we'll see. Charlo did look sluggish.
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. I got to be honest. Because if Pacquiao wins, put him against my man Brian Norman Jr. next, baby.
You think Norman's ready?
Hell yeah, he'll take that fight.
Not will he take it? Do you think he's ready?
Brian Norman Jr. can punch, bro.
Okay. He can. He has power.
Today. Yep. And I seen it today. A little bit of a sparring session.
Oh, you watched him sparring?
Yeah, he was sparring today. Yeah.
Were they going all out or working?
No, they were.
That's what people don't realize. Sparring is almost always all out with just a couple concessions. You hurt somebody, you step away. You don't try and finish him.
One of the questions I have for him was about sparring, like, because I'm under the impression sparring is practice, right? But for some fighters, sparring is still a fight.
No, it's a fight for all of us.
It's a fight, and one thing I can tell you, and this is based off my conversation, is there's a lot of pride in those sparring sessions too. Like if you get the bet, like you hit somebody, like no, that doesn't work that way. They want to hit you back.
You forget I used to do this shit. Absolutely.
No, I'm saying you said it, but now I'm hearing it from other people too.
Yeah.
Like so, sparring is a fight.
It's always a fight. Again, I say this all the time. Now, you have exceptions. I've been in there where I've worked really light. I've been in there with pros when I was real green who went light with me. But in general, 80% of the time, I'd say, you're going all out, except for if somebody gets hurt or wobbled, you stop, you don't finish them. That's the only difference. Only fucking difference. And it's like a coach might jump in and you might stop for a second, have a coach say something to you, and you keep going. It's a real fight. People don't get that. That's what creates the mileage up here with the CT, the brain damage. It's not really the fights, it's the sparring. So there it is. Norman versus Ben. Yeah, man, that'd be dope. Conor Ben.
Yeah, he would want that. You know why he told me one time. You know why he wants that fight? Because one of his favorite fighters was Gerald McClellan. You know what happened between Conor Ben's father and Gerald McClellan?
I do.
So he said he wants to take it out on Conor Ben.
Damn.
Tell you, man, he's a real one, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You're a real one, bro. Hard. I mean, if you meet him and you talk to root against him.
Jamal beat his biggest fan. It seemed that way.
Beat
us. Alberto, when you came up, you'll get a link. Pacquiao was supposed to fight Spence, who got injured and was a lefty. Ugas came in as late replacement and was an orthodox fighter who Pac was not prepared last minute. Playing devil's advocate. No, you could be right.
I mean, he was a late replacement. I forget about that. I just think that, I mean, regardless, like Pacquiao is just, if you look at their careers, just so much. I don't know. It's not like he looked like shit.
Yeah.
This is Pacquiao we're talking about, a legend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's good. That's a good point, though.
Yep. Hold on. I didn't realize I had this other live going. I sent it, and it still didn't. Did it send no, it didn't. I started another live just to kind of see if it'll send an alert out. I do that sometimes when the alerts don't go out. Because, I mean,
hold on a second. So we're on 2 lives right now?
No, we're on 1. The other one is not. I'm not on it. I'm just on the other one. I just StreamYard will let you do 2 lives at once.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I don't know if I cam up on the other one. I keep my camera off on the other one because I'm just trying to get it to send the alert out. So that's a trick you can use. If your alert doesn't go out, sometimes I'll just start another live. Don't put the cam on because it triggers the alert.
So the notification if you hit notifications on YouTube, they won't send them out to everybody? Is that what you're saying?
It's supposed to, but it has glitches. Yeah, it happens.
Oh, I did that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't get. You never get people
going live, and I'm like, dude, hit the notifications.
You don't get people coming in saying I didn't get an alert.
Yeah. Well, no, they was like, I didn't know you were going on live, and I'm like, hit the notifications. And
well, yeah. So you might not be getting that just yet. I mean, maybe once, like I'm at 30, 40,000 almost. Maybe once your subscriber level gets higher, maybe then it starts glitching. I don't know, but it didn't happen to me at first. It started happening as I started building up. So maybe it has to do with that.
got it.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, got a notification forever.
Roy Jones is the GOAT. Well, that's a fact.
Yo, that's my moon, right?
That is Mamoon. He doesn't want to change the name. He can change it by now.
What do you mean by now?
Well, he kept changing it to joke around in the room. Remember we were talking about Easy Bake Ovens one time, and then it locked him. You can't change your screen name more than a couple, and they make you keep it for like 30 days. But I'm pretty sure the 30 days are up.
He said the other live was better.
Stupid. Stream Element better than StreamYard.
Which one? The one with no Marco face on it? Nothing.
I haven't gotten a notification from Mark all week. See? Some bullshit. Barrios did look bad, but maybe he took him lightly. Maybe. What up, Smooth? Yeah, we know, man. We know. We talked about it.
Peace to the body snatcher, baby.
Haney or Shakur? I don't see Haney going back down to. I think Shakur's just too light. Shakur's 35, Haney's 47. I mean, they could meet in the middle somewhere, but.
RL, I said that one time on a live show, and somebody said, "Why do you want to just go to sleep? If you want to go to sleep, just take NyQuil. It's faster." I mean, I don't agree. I want to see that fight too, but only hardcore fans want to see that fight. That's what I was told.
Bailey, why don't you want to see Zoo and Fundora rematch so we can see what happens when there's not cherry Kool-Aid spilling into his eyeballs the whole fight?
Did you just skip over Alberto's comment?
Who?
Alberto said he wants to hash it out on my live.
Go for it. He's
Are
not
you going to turn your camera on?
No, he's not. Absolutely not. There's no way.
I mean, it has to be a fair fight.
He's not.
And this is why I say you have to turn your camera on. Because you have said facial stuff about each other, right? Their looks. So.
Well, no, only he said it because we don't know what the fuck Alberto looks like. So
if you want to squash it, then you both have to kind of, without being face to face, you have to look each other in the eye, like men. This is the next best thing. If you can't do it physically face to face, then you can do it face to face on the show or on a show. Ooh. Who's that? Another burner? That's another burner account? Yo, you got more burner accounts than I got to think of a good one.
You know that's not me. That's not me. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, but how many burner accounts you got?
Now this guy came in. I don't have any burner accounts.
Yeah, but how many made up? Many make up burner accounts?
I think just. I mean, you don't know if it's the same person because they could change their screen name. They could, you know what I mean? It could just be this guy fucking around. I don't know.
Germ. Why Marco Germ?
Yeah, why Marco Germ? Ew, that's gross. I didn't even read that. Gross. Alberto is the real. Yeah, Alberto's probably bald and has one toot in his mouth.
Yeah, you got these dudes making Marco accounts that are sending the Boxing Voice super chats.
They're not still doing it, obviously.
I don't think so. But that day they did it, I thought you did send a super chat.
That's hilarious. and they're paying too. That's hilarious. Alberto, you have a hump on your back or a baby heart. Alberto will come in and be like this. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, fuck you, CJ. Fuck you.
He probably looks like Sloth from the Goonies.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he's really overweight and he's like insecure about it, or maybe. I mean, Shane and Clarissa think he's a tranny, like dead ass think he's a tranny. I don't think he's a tranny, but who knows?
Let me read that comment again.
This one?
Yeah.
Go for it. Pacquiao miraculously beats Barrios. We're either getting Tank versus Pacquiao or Pacquiao versus Mayweather too.
Oh man, I don't want either one of those.
Yeah, I don't think Pacquiao can ever beat Mayweather. I don't care if they're both in a retirement home hitting each other with walkers.
I'm shocked, and I don't know if this is. I'm not throwing this. I'm shocked at people that would really want to see Pacquiao Mayweather too, when the first one was ass cheeks. Why would you want to see it again when the first one was like you want to see a rematch of a fight that you said, "Wow, that fight was great"?
Because Pacquiao is the only perceived. Oh yeah, this guy. Remember? I think it's the same person. Yeah, it's the same person.
How you know? He said there can only be one imposter.
These fucking guys. I don't know what's going on here, but
Hey, listen, you should be flattered, man. I ain't got nobody making up burner accounts on me.
I mean, I love this picture of me. The other one I could do with it. Look at that head of hair. That was fly.
You actually had a hairline, but not like mine.
Nah, my hairline, I'm white, so like we always have a little bit of a loop in ours. You Puerto Ricans, black people also have that fucking shit straight across. Shit looks dope. I could go get that micropigmentation. I'll make my shit look just like yours. You know what I'm saying? That's what what's his face has 1000%. Eubank Jr. He has that's head tattoo for sure. Chris Eubank's son.
Yeah,
The head tattoo. That's not real hair.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because look at his dad. His dad is bald as fuck.
That's clean, bro.
MJ, Marco. Ooh, I like that. Marco and Johnny. MJ.
Appreciate you, Brian.
You expect Floyd to swing wildly with no strategy? Fuck out of here. Ness is definitely one of them burners. I highly doubt that. Marco, embrace your flaws. You embrace yours, pendejo, and fucking cam up.
Go remember said Johnny, one of the escorts coming to the room. We don't do that, man. We happily married over here in these parts, man. That was good though.
This fucking guy. Eubank Senior had the worst hairline. Yeah, Eubank Senior shit. I'd never seen that before. It would ramp. It would fade down into a ramp and then just slowly just fucking peace out. He kept it for a while. He did the kind of the reverse Gumby. He did the balding reverse Gumby.
You know, somebody super chatted when I had a Scrappy Ramirez on.
Mm-hmm.
Said, Johnny, something about my hairline tattooed or something. And I read it. And he's like, you got a tattoo? I'm like, no, I don't. I was like, these guys with this running joke.
Your shit's too long to be tattooed. You could see hair on your head.
Or something. I forgot who it was. It might have been Polo Buck. You got a big ass king size.
I haven't seen Polo Buck in a while.
I got a king size bed because I'm a king.
Word booty. Keith Thurman takes the crown 2020. Shit. The fight doesn't matter. It's about what sells to save PBC from going down yonder. They almost got Tank versus Jake Paul and Canelo versus Jake Paul. What makes you think they won't push Floyd versus Pacquiao? They probably would.
They probably would, and they might. I'm just telling you, like, I'm good. And then it's a different picture. Smiling like that. Look like you got a vein in your forehead too.
That might be from just now. He took it from me smiling. I can't really tell. You don't have permission to.
I gotta be honest. You should be flattered, man.
It's probably some like I don't know who it is. Chill out, gold member. I don't play about Johnny. Ooh, gay. Yo, Johnny, he does.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you, Tank versus Pac, that's the move.
Hey, I'd rather see that than Tank versus Mayweather any day.
Floyd versus Castillo 3. They should. Rubber match, because I thought Castillo won that first joint.
The way boxing is today, I wouldn't be surprised.
Mark, you look kind of bald in the. I am bald. What? Dipshit. Josue, what up, blood?
Josue, what up?
We are guys. This is a boxing channel. I refuse to talk about another man's hairline.
Yeah, can we get back to boxing, please?
I just don't want any more Puerto Ricans coming in the chat. 'Cause I don't like Puerto. Oh, sorry. I'm just joking.
What?
I love Puerto Ricans. Nasty, because whatever. Vega came in. It was a bad joke. Nasty if anyone cares to see Pac-Man versus Tank right now. I would see it. I don't want to, but I'd watch it.
I said earlier I don't care for either one of them, but if you're going to tell me I have a choice between Pac-Man and Tank and Pac-Man and Mayweather, I'll take Tank all day.
Boots for Sugar Ray Leonard.
Vega, are you still in? Whoa! Did you just skip over a picture of me?
You? No.
Yeah.
What you mean you? Oh, yeah. So it's the same person now. He's making them.
That's disgusting.
Oh.
shot at me here at the hotel.
Why you gotta like meat?
I don't understand where that came from.
Gross.
Vega, are you still in Winter Haven?
Polo, we're just talking about you.
Polo, we were just talking about how you sent a super chat talking about my freaking hairline.
Polo, by the way, raffle. Let me do this again because I don't know how many new people are in here. We have official gloves from when Floyd Mayweather fought Victor Ortiz. These are official promo gloves. They are laced up. They are sparring gloves. I believe they're 16 ounces, still in the plastic, literally from promo items from when Floyd fought Victor Ortiz. So I will be raffling these off. So if anybody wants to join, you know the deals. Okay, my bad. This is Alberto, by the way. No, it's not.
Vegas.
No, not Johnny. I left that hick town.
Hey, you talking about where I live at? But he's right. He's actually right.
Ooh, look, it's Clarissa Turquoise.
Clarissa.
Look like Alberto's friends have joined the chat. What the fuck? That's not me. I think it is you. Does Johnny like the carne asada?
I don't do the snack packs. No need for it.
Marco about to raffle off the shirt he's wearing. How about I raffle off a knuckle sandwich and I send it directly to Florida? Priority mail.
To raffle off the shirt.
That's not chicken Bomberto. Johnny likes chorizo. Damn, why did
Negative.
no cap? Johnny got a good hairline. Yeah, we know he has a good hairline. Everybody knows
Yeah,
that.
but you didn't say that on a super chat. You had Scrappy thinking my shit was tattooed. Was it you, Polo, that said that? That super chatted that? He was like, "You got your shit tattooed." I'm like, "Hell no."
I went to dinner and was the only brown person. Alex, I hate to break it to you, but you are like maybe one shade away from being my complexion. So I don't know about you being brown, but okay.
Well, how was Legoland?
Who? Oh, him. I'm like, I didn't go to the damn Legoland. Birdman, what up?
I've never had chili killers, if that's what you asked.
That sounds interesting to you, Birdman. I guess because it'll be a gauge of where Belanga really is at, but I don't think
Knocks his ass out. Stop it.
What's that?
Belanga knocks his ass out.
Oh man, you're with the bias shit. You think Berlanga's gonna knock out Plant?
You think Plant's gonna beat Belanga?
I think he could outbox him.
Just like he outboxed Resendiz?
Okay. Last night is not a good indicator.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. After that fight, I was like, come on, man.
The grant? I got a grant coming. Yes, they're coming.
Stops him late.
Don't know when. I don't remember.
Somebody said I got a snack hairline. Really? My shit is on steroids, right?
Why are we talking about another man? Because some of us are bald, Billy. If I remember correctly, you had a full head of hair. So don't be insensitive. Unbelievable. Plant beats Berlanga.
Am I going to start talking about Berlanga like the boxing voice and get this chat going?
I mean, I'm not going to start going crazy if people love him.
Because it's like when they bring him up on the boxing voice, the show goes 4 more hours.
Snow Budden. I'm Snow Budden. I'm the white Joe Budden. I'm Snow Budden.
You know how many times Ness will say last call for callers, and I'll text and be like, just bring up Berlanga. You get mad callers.
Berlanga beats Plant after what we saw last night.
I totally agree.
I still don't think so, but Legoland was cool the first day, second day. Yeah, I mean, I could.
You went multiple days. I didn't know you went multiple days.
Yeah, that's like going to Disneyland, man. One day I'm good.
Yeah.
I was so upset that Victor Ortiz with Floyd fight Ortiz with Berto's. Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah,
Scary.
it was a dope fight.
Plant has always been a little overrated. Okay.
I think Plant's a really good box. I mean,
Oh, that's racist.
why do you think he says that? Because he's white?
I don't know. Probably not, but I thought it would be a funny soundbite. Berlanga whoops everyone except Canelo, Lester Martinez, and okay, shut up. What's this guy?
I actually kind of agree with that.
I don't know, Clarissa. Boo Boo should be maybe because nobody wants to fight him because he's just too skilled and again, high risk, low reward.
The Plant from yesterday, you have beating Berlanga, Iron Mike. Answer that.
Marco saying Plant beats
So yes, I respect that, but
look, the Plant from yesterday didn't look good, but what are the odds?
Be the Plant that we see going forward.
But what are the odds that it'll be that same one every time?
I don't think he. And you know what? The only thing I will tell you this is that Plant doesn't really like pressure, and Belanga's really not a pressure guy. He's more, but he can hit.
Pain is pressure, and pressure buffs pipes.
He can hit.
Yeah, he can. He can.
A lot of people are disagreeing with me. I get
Damn, guys, we only got one super chat. So let's try and meet the goal. I mean, it's 9 away, so I don't know if that's going to happen, but I appreciate it if it comes close. Big Charlo beats Plant and Baloney. Baloney? Who's Baloney?
My baloney has a first name.
It's Alberto.
Oscar Mayer.
Mamoon, no, I smoke fools. Damn.
Alex Vega, do you have yesterday's Plant beating today's Belonga? That's the question for everybody in the chat, not just Alex.
I can't see Plant losing to Berlanga. He only loses to Mexicans. Right, Alberto?
Okay. That is funny. Somebody said that yesterday. I don't remember. I was hearing it somewhere. I was like, oh, shit, I didn't realize that. He has only lost to Mexicans.
Charlo had mercy on that man last night. Respect. Mercy. He was dropping him like fly swatter.
No, I think that was a Charlo that was also getting the ring rust off. Imagine the Charlo that didn't have ring rust.
Yeah, he is in line for a Canelo shot.
Get out of here. Serious?
Well, he beats Plant. I mean, why wouldn't he be, right?
I think he'd be more in line for a fight against Charlo.
And that wasn't Charlo. Did he have a belt or no last night?
He doesn't have a belt, but I mean now what's his name? Resendiz has that interim belt. So maybe Charlo's gonna want that interim belt.
Charlo versus Boo Boo. He's not. Guys,
that ship sailed a long time ago.
Boo Boo's a great fight and has a chance of beating anybody, but nobody's gonna fucking fight him. Big shout to my man. Hold on, let me give him a proper thank you.
Thank you, come again. Thank you, come again.
Mouth and my money.
Your mouth and my money.
Polo Buck, was that you that sent a super chat in my interview with Scrappy that said I had a tattoo hairline? I think it was you.
No Plant gets stopped. Okay. Fernandez has the interim separate in the middleweight champion. The interim.
So I think Charlo's probably going to want that strap.
Cornflakes. It's cornflake. There's no S, but okay.
Flakes whoops Belanga. Yeah, okay. Gasper, you my guy, but that, you know that ain't happening.
Charlo versus Plants. The Plant.
Plant.
Okay.
What's with the S's after Marcos?
That's Ness. That he Dominicanizes my name. It's always Marcos. And my mother-in-law always, for some reason, Dominicanizes Target. She goes Targets, Walmarts, and she's fucking white, but whatever. All right. Boo Boo versus Charlo was a talk of not no mo.
But that fight should have happened a long time ago, if you ask me.
True that.
60.
Benavidez is not American. He is Egyptian, Pakistani, Ecuador. He is not any of those things. What? Benavidez. I think Robert's joking.
I think he's half Ecuadorian.
He's Ecuadorian and Mexican. Straight down the middle.
I like that fight, Vega, by the way.
I don't think Plant will ever interview with Johnny. He looks too Mexican. Oh, shit. You're giving PTSD. You're like, don't hit me. Oh, sorry.
Actually a good dude, man. I had a chance to have a short conversation with him at a PBC card in Vegas. He's a good guy, man.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. Right. That's the word, cool. You know,
I like the way he took the law. Besides, again, I know I already said this, but there's some new people in the chat. Besides the fact that he thought he won, which is ridiculous, I like the way he graciously took the defeat.
Yeah.
But that begs a question, chat and John. Is he actually graciously taking the defeat when he prefaces the whole shit by, I think I won? I think I won, but I'm happy for him. I congratulated him. It's like, no, because you think you won.
You have to say, you know, he was the better man tonight. You know, he won fair and square. That's graciously being.
Okay, I'm with you.
I congratulate him on winning, but I thought I won the fight.
Well, there's another version, which is like.
But you're not really saying sorry.
But there's another version, I guess, which he didn't do the third version, which is like, I should have won. That's bullshit. The judges are crazy. I don't know. So at least he didn't go that route, I guess. But
Like, have you ever had a disagreement with somebody and they say, "Well, I apologize, but,"
or I'm sorry you feel that way, which is just not an apology.
that's not an apology.
Nah.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
there should be no buts. If you're sorry, that's it.
Right.
It's there.
Simple and plain, crisp and clean with no caffeine.
Thank you, come again.
Rafael.
Thank you, come again.
Extra crispy 5-piece. Plant lost cuz 1, bad style matchup. Pure boxers tend to struggle with pressure fighters with good chins.
Yep.
2, and power. 2, inactivity. 5 fights since 21.
Well, hold on a second. When you say inactivity, I know what you're saying, but when was the last time he fought? Because that's my definition of inactivity.
I'm with you. Exactly.
It's not really the amount,
but that's not. But again, remember we talk about the logo of boxing, and this channel is boxing subjective. His is obviously how many times he's fought in the last 4 years. I'm with you though. It's like, when was the last time you fought? The last time was he just beat Macumbi. That was probably like 4 or 5 months ago.
long ago. So I'm not that inactivity. That's not how I define inactivity.
Right. Me neither. Marco, did you watch the? No. Funny enough, Vega. All jokes aside,
He fucking admitted it, Vega.
I went to the movies last night. I saw Karate Kid with my family and some friends.
You should have lied at least, or tried to
I'm
lie.
not gonna lie. And then I came back. We went over to our friend's house for coffee to chill, the kids to play with each other. And I watched the end of the Knick game. So by the time the Knick game was over, I got home. The fights were over. So I did watch, in fact, the highlights, only because I had to go live and talk about it, and I needed to do it quickly, expeditiously.
Now I can't wait to see Vega's response to that.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, it'll be funny probably.
Vega, can you respond to that?
Let's see if it's funny, because I think if we put pressure on him, he might not be funny. What is this shit Bob just sent?
He even said that he stopped somewhere to have coffee.
No. We had coffee. Escucha, por favor. We had coffee at the friend's house that we went to after.
Like coffee, why not drinks?
Because I was with my kids and I'm old.
You don't. Old people can't drink. Have a drink.
Not me. Tay Bricks, what up, blood?
You're not a drinker, right, Marco?
Nah, not really. I'll sip. I mean, I'll drink, but I'm not big on it. I don't like the way it makes me feel. Bro, Macumbi was last year, September.
How long is that?
Damn,
it was that long?
That's 8 months. 8 months, a little under 8 months. He can't lie, Johnny or Ness will not let it go. Huh? Unk skipped the fight for karate. Karate movie, yeah.
Well, Karate Kid. Actually,
all right, here we go.
Karate Kid.
Before I read this, let me give it the drum roll. Okay. Highlights. So you're giving breakdowns and reasoning on why Plant lost, right?
He's giving you the shit, bro.
Hey, Vega, what I thought happened. You had a running start and you fumbled the pass. See, guys like him are. I
thought that was a good reply. You didn't like it?
It was all right.
It was good, Vega. I thought
we saw it coming. That's why. Like he could have come a little. We knew he was going to say something like, "Oh, you're breaking down fights and you only watch highlights." We saw that coming.
It would have been better had he had verbally gotten on to give you that.
I'm not in karate class. We saw the Karate Kid, a movie. Dipshit.
He said Tybo Ho.
Plant should have beat him if he wasn't washed. People have bad days though, Bob.
Look like I drink 24 packs of Corona daily. No.
You said that. Oh,
wait, what's going on? It's 24 packs or a 24 pack of Corona daily.
See what Mamoon just wrote? I almost said, I'll give you a fat cigar to smoke, but then I realized he's 15 and that's crossing the line. So I didn't say it, although I kind of just did say it. And before Macumbi, before I leave, yeah. Marco and you thought Caleb had a chance before against Berlanga. Huh?
What?
Oh, you're saying because Caleb just lost, you think. I still think he beats Berlanga. Low. Johnny doesn't, but I do.
I said that's low.
No, low chilling. It's
No.
not David Maldonado.
I said before that I would take Berlanga.
Yeah, I still think Berlanga loses to him. Lackluster drum roll. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Zorro, stop
Why you
deriding.
didn't read that next low one?
Huh?
Why you didn't read that next low one?
Berlanga would have smoked him.
There you go.
I'm frustrated. I've tried to send you a super chat over and over again, and it will not send after I keep pushing. Well, I appreciate that, but you know what you could do? Do the cash is app. And
More than one way to skin a cat.
why that's better for me, especially, is because YouTube doesn't take 30% of it. So, but I appreciate you for trying either way, Kobe. Marco was drinking tea with crumpets instead of watching boxing. This is your king.
I know.
That would have been something.
Wait, I actually like that chat right there.
That's good. That's what. See, Vega. This is what you should fashion.
That was good.
Your witty responses
Let me
after.
ask you a question. When you were having that tea, did you have your pinky out?
I did. I was like, super. Let me do this for my buddy, Mr. Attorney Bailey Esquire.
Thank you. Come again.
Johnny, you get you some 13 Colonies bourbon. It is made in Georgia. Good stuff. Moderately priced.
I like that because I like to do a cigar. Is that good with cigars, AB?
Isn't all alcohol go with cigars?
No, I think bourbons. Good
Oh.
bourbons. I usually do Woodford.
Oh, Polo got Berlanga against Plant.
There you go.
Berlanga
Polo,
was-
my brother.
HD Marco 94 in karate. No, I started right before boxing. Little known fact, I did do taekwondo for like 2 years at the PAL in Hell's Kitchen. Then I stopped and became a real man. Sometimes if you send curses, the super chat won't work. Kobe, you might be using word. Yeah, there you go. He's probably like, suck a dick, bitch. He's like, it won't send.
Is that what it is?
Yo, Marco Zesty.
Oh,
I'm an actor. Marco and his Cat Williams shit. Kentucky fam. The Nigerian Nightmare. What up, blood? Dumper. Great with cigars. See? He says yes.
all right. I may check that out. Absolutely.
Berlanga plants that ass to the canvas. You got people backing you up.
It's I'm telling you, man. He drops them, bro.
Don Julio pops out when Nello fights. All right. Hell.
Hey,
No,
listen, now that somebody brought that up, I was really impressed with Yoanelli Hernandez.
That's the Cuban dude, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he was good. A little sluggish, a little bulky, and like not as much speed as I would have thought.
Did you see him stomping on the ground, telling Kyron Davis to fight him at the
Oh
end?
yeah, and I saw him drop him. Was it the first round? Right? He dropped him.
Yeah. Kyron Davis wanted no part of that power.
Do you really, CJ? That's hilarious. I got to green, I believe. Then I stopped. Who wins, Rositas or Berlanga?
I would like to see that fight. I thought about that. I actually thought about that after this fight. I said, you know what? If now that Plant done fucked everything up, why not Berlanga and Resendiz?
Maybe,
Mexico,
maybe that's it.
Puerto Rico, that's a great. I want that fight.
Yeah,
Screw Munguia.
I'm with that one. I like that one too.
I used to want Berlanga and Munguia.
Shout out to Tier N being cute. He's still saying the slick black fighter. All right. Berlanga's better not lost to Shiraz. I think
You're right about that, Vega.
you're not, or you are.
No, he said Berlanga better not lose.
No, are you? Or did you say you're worried about that, or you're not?
No, I got Berlanga winning, but I'm just saying, like, I'm at that point where he better not lose.
I saw the highlights, Zorro. Yes, I saw highlight. I didn't see any of the fights all the way through. I think
Vegas-
Lara, but when you
Vegas
have
is giving you gut punch after gut.
but when you got a high level eye like myself,
He's gonna
all I
stop
need-
you in the late rounds with these gut punches. Absolutely.
that Cuban dude was a beast. It looked that way. Yeah, he looked good.
Resendi's headbutts were kind of crazy.
Banky, what up, blood?
Vegas got a point.
Cigars go well with cognac. Wanted him twice.
Yeah. I like it with bourbon.
You guys could just call me Highlight Harry.
That's a good one.
Yeah, lose my Berlanga, gonna get slept. Agreed. Nah, I don't think
By who?
Shiraz.
What?
I wouldn't be surprised, man.
Let's stop the cap.
I'm telling you, Shiraz is gonna win this fight.
Canelo couldn't even sleep Berlanga.
Well, Canelo was 30 pounds lighter on fight night. Shiraz might be around the same size as him, so we'll see what happens.
You guys are bugging.
Come on, you know if Canelo...
Canelo dropped him.
Yeah, we went over this, right? A punch that he didn't see. Those will drop you, but, you know, all he did was brace, and when you're so much bigger, you just tense everything up. You could take the shots of a smaller guy for the most part.
You really think a guy moving up from 160 to 168, he took Canelo's best shot, who's a natural 168, who was in 168 on fight night. Let's keep it real. You guys are saying that Berlanga was 200. Canelo was probably 180, 185.
I'm thinking 175, maybe. I'm thinking 175.
What?
Canelo said himself.
Canelo has fought at light heavyweight.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that's what he walked around at. That doesn't mean that
when he fought against Bivol at 175. How what weight do you think Canelo was at that fight?
I think he probably fought right around what he weighed in at. I don't know, but you don't know. He could have bulked up for that. You know what I'm saying?
Canelo has notoriously been a guy that rehydrates very well in his division.
Canelo?
Yeah.
Really?
He'll at 168, he'll come into that fight at 180 easily.
Let's see some proof of that. Is there any screenshots or any proof of that? I've never seen him rehydrate a lot since he's been.
Is Canelo a rehydrator or not at 168?
Hey, if he is, somebody should be able to pull up some kind of a screenshot or a page where they have the actual, weights on fight night. You might be right. I don't remember that though, so I'd like to know for sure if that's true.
I'm not giving
Clarissa said Canelo soft like pigeon shit. Oh my God, I'm dropping shit like a pigeon.
Are you guys giving Canelo up?
What you guys? All right, guys, we need 6 more super chats. I don't know if it's going to happen, but
what are we doing? Giving Canelo up? I'm not giving Canelo a pass.
He's thick. Whoa.
Tutti frutti.
Okay, MPO. Make sure to be more specific. Canelo is most likely around 185.
Absolutely.
What are you, a fucking dietitian?
At 170.
You a damn Florida dietitian?
No, he's smart.
He just has a deep voice. He thinks he's fucking Barry White. He's not. Johnny, I think he's 6'4", can fill out. Exactamundo. That's what I'm saying.
Shiraz?
Yeah. That's my point. I think, and look, he could be a Fundora dude. He could stay thin.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with that. I just don't think no. I don't see him. I don't see him stopping.
Oh.
Now if you're gonna tell me he'll beat him.
This is what Mr. Vegas says.
I'm like, okay, it could happen.
If Shiraz walks around at 200, then Berlanga's in trouble. Canelo goes up to 186. How the fuck do you know, Raf? Prove it.
That's what. How? Come on, Marco. You
Prove
really
it.
think at 168 Canelo's walking in at 170 to
because
bullshit.
I think so because Canelo has stated and recently that he's more of a middleweight. So I really think I do. I think he doesn't go in past.
Who's next comment?
Raphael, prove it.
Almost a fucking heavyweight against Amir Khan.
Prove it. Prove it. If you prove it, I'll shut up.
Wait.
Prove it, and I will be quiet, and I will say you were right. Hamza is big as hell. Dude will fill it.
Somebody just killed that one.
Raphael, least reliable source in this chat. Oh, Mo just played you out.
Mo brains.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is a sarcastic. That's how we start to be sarcastic. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's how you start.
Okay. Wait, let me do it. Oh, okay. So Caleb wasn't excessively holding in the Benavidez fight because the ref didn't take points. Terrible take at Robert.
Well, that was somebody in the chat.
Yeah, well, that was my Zorro voice. I'd say he looks 175. That's what I'm saying. I think no more than 175, which is a good 25 pounds lighter than Berlanga was. But we could be wrong. Zora, that's fucked up.
You guys are all messed up.
Nah, Canelo look like he be 178. Well, 178 I agree with. 190 I don't agree with. That's a big difference. Yayin.
78. So I said what? 180, 185? He's right in the middle.
I mean, look, you could be right. Listen, Mexican great fighters hunt. Chavez never complained about runners. It is a fighter's job to go hunt a fighter at the end of fight, running or not. Canelo did not hunt. Complain.
Oh, listen. I think you're talking about that skull fight. Yeah, I mean, I think both of them were at fault. He could have done a better job. The thing with that fight is that Canelo complained about not wanting to fight guys that move like that. Meanwhile, you knew coming into that fight that guy moved like that. So if you're gonna choose to take that fight, then you can't use that as an excuse or a bitch about it. You don't take the fight. Now, if you take that fight, you got to know what he's gonna. You got to expect to know what he's gonna do. You have to prepare for that. Right? Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Now, don't get me wrong. Skull did. I mean, that shit was like a track meet. So I blame both of them for that. I don't.
Thank you, Mo. Me and Mo. That's where he's getting his source because Khan claimed that. You need to show, and the only proof is when HBO or whatever. Hold on, whatever network has the fight, and then they literally take the official night weigh-ins. That's the only proof you have. That's it.
Know that. He fought.
I don't know. Ryan's brother's Garcia's brother or whatever said that, or who was it? Somebody's brother said that he had a dream that Ryan's going to test positive for Austrian. Like, people just say shit. Who the fuck knows?
How do you send a screenshot? Raphael said it. He probably has a screenshot.
How do you send one? You got to. What do you mean? How do you send one?
He's got a wrench. You got a wrench. You can send a screenshot.
Oh no, I guess he can't because he would have to Instagram it to me on my IG. Send it to me there because I don't think they let you send pictures here. Send it to my IG.
They send links, right?
Yeah, link only. Skull landed the best punches in that Canelo fight.
What? Well, that's easy to say. He probably only landed about fucking 5 of them.
Right. What up, Bam Bam? What up, Bam Bam? Canelo was 187. How many years ago was that? I mean, so you think he's bigger? Okay.
Hell yeah, he's bigger than he was against Amir Khan. I mean, he's older.
Right. Here's the link to what I don't care what Khan said because I agree that, but that doesn't make it fact, right? So Mo,
you don't think the cornermen know that?
No. They don't always divulge it. That they don't make people do it. Some fighters, if you listen to enough of this,
do that more back.
Right, but if you listen to enough of it during the fights, you'll clearly say, "Oh, so and so refused the weigh-in." It's not mandatory. Some guys refuse it. That's all.
Right. So when it happened between, but when it happened, when the Amir Khan fought Canelo, that they were doing it back then.
It all depends. Like, remember we said boxing, everything is fight-to-fight basis. Everything changes.
It's the Wild Wild West.
Yep. I watched a little bit of the sparring after the guy dropped you after you puked. Then I had something came up, so I stopped while you were throwing up from that body shot that dropped you.
He got dropped by a body shot.
Yeah, he was puking, crying. It was pathetic.
Vega, Vega, why don't you send me any of your sparring stuff? You don't want me to see it, or I would love to see it.
Let me because some people might believe it. No, he didn't get. I only watched, but the truth is, I watched the second. But the shit
hoppers will throw that shit everywhere.
Right. But the truth is, I watched a little bit, but what he sent me was mad far. It looked like he put the phone on the car 3 blocks away. I could barely see anything. So if you give me maybe something local, I'll watch it though. I just got to zoom in on it.
You're watching everybody's stuff, man. You're such a putt sometimes.
How much?
Did Rafael give you that screenshot? Because I want to see that.
When he tell me when he sends it, when he goes through, I'll look. You have 2 angles. How much do y'all think Charlo weighed last night?
Like 190.
I'm gonna go with 180, but hard to tell. Charlo looks swollen. Funny, he looked thin at the weigh-in, but then he put on a good 20, maybe 15, 20 pounds. Yeah, so maybe anywhere from 80 to 90, which is wild. Like, I don't understand why people do that, but they do it. So that's the way the shit works. 180 might be. I thought 180, but it could be 190. Who knows? He's about 6 feet, 6'1", maybe, right?
190.
Oh no, we're just guessing that Charlo might have weighed 190.
I would say I would guess 185, 190 too.
Yeah.
He looked really, really filled out.
Yeah.
Look good. He looked good at that weight, man.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, let me know when you send that screenshot because I've received nada.
I definitely want to see Charlo again. I'm not gonna lie.
Word up. For those who want to know, Carmel won by decision. Yeah, thank you. We know that. I'm not saying anything on the zone broadcast that Canelo was. Yeah, it's not. I don't actually think I've ever seen Canelo, at least since he's been a super middleweight, his weigh-in weight. I don't think he's not required to divulge it. I don't think he ever has.
Well, he just sent you something on IG. Let's see what he said.
No, he didn't send me anything. I just looked. Nothing. He can't. I mean, if he finds it, cool. I think the only way he could do that is if he finds the broadcast where HBO, whatever, shows it, and he just pauses it and screenshots it saying,
That's probably what he did.
Well, he didn't, but he didn't do anything because nothing.
That's what we're waiting for. Yeah, we're waiting, Iron Mike.
Iron Mizike.
Iron Mike, baby.
Iron Mike. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna be in BK tomorrow, so I'm doing no afternoon show. Maybe no nighttime show either because it's date night Mondays.
Why did you pick Mondays to do date night? I'm curious.
Because I don't know, it's usually the slowest day of the week. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing really fights happen Saturday, so Sunday is important. Like right now to talk about shit.
You picked Monday as the date night.
My wife suggested it, and I agreed. I mean, I had the final say in whatever day I wanted, but I decided Monday was. I was going to do Sunday first. She's like, "Yeah, but what if you want to talk about fights that happened the night before?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's a good point." Oh shit, we are 5 away, guys. I mean, I'm about to end this shit in a few minutes, so probably not going to hit it. But I appreciate you, CJ Rich, for the original recipe 2-piece. Johnny, what's better, PR food or PR women?
Wow, that's a tough one, man. They're both.
What's up, LeVar? Where you been, man? Canelo comes in under 168. I'm saying that. I think he's under.
We're talking about it comes in on fight night?
No, the actual weigh-in he's under, which does suggest he probably won't rehydrate that much.
That's not what we're talking about.
Right, but it suggests that. Usually dudes who are struggling, who put on a lot of weight, they're right at the limit. They're not like 2 pounds under. But that's a good way to look. I should look that up. I wonder what his actual weights are his last few fights. The PR women, the women. That's not tough at all.
Really? So what
he thinks it's the guys. He thinks it's the food, I mean, the guys. Zorro likes the men. Nah, he thinks it's the food. Let me see something.
Clarissa said PR Airlines.
Canelo's weight against Plant. Let's see what that was.
I would say maybe like 167 points.
Exactly, 167.
Right, and then he came in a fight like 185.
Berlanga was 167, 166.8 against Berlanga. Who did he fight? Who else did he fight? Oh, Munguia.
180 in that fight easily.
He weighed 166.8 against Munguia. And Munguia, yeah, I'm telling you, man, he's in the 160. Munguia was 167. Like all these other guys are like in the 167s. They're just underneath the actual whatchamacallit. Yeah, see, Raph will not chime in because he can't find anything. I'm telling you, man, I would have remembered that. I would have that would have registered like, oh, this dude's. I don't either. He doesn't divulge it.
There's a reason why people used to call Canelo a weight bully.
He might have been when he was fighting at 54, but not at 68. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
PR music, the clubs, Latinas. I got to do this back up. All right, man. I'm gonna wrap this shit up. Victor, what's up, big dog? Good seeing you, man. I'm just about to wrap it up, so come in tomorrow. I appreciate all of you guys. Again, if you want to throw in the raffle, you know the deal. Johnny, good seeing you.
Yes, sir.
Have fun out there in Atlanta, and we will talk soon.
All right, yeah.
All right, my brother. Peace.